Hello everyone, Elijah Williams with Williams Built Blades. Today's video is about this knife right here. This knife is made from spring steel. Let me tell you about the knife first. The blade is 5 3/4 inches long. The cutting edge is a little bit shorter, about 5 1/2. Widest point of the blade right here is about 1 inch and 1/16. The thickness is approximately 5/32 of the thickest point, and it tapers towards the point and towards the tang. The handle is black canvas micarta with brass pins, not bolts or rivets. Very sufficient though. And what else can I say about it? It's a full flat grind, and from what I've done with this knife so far, it's very handy, it's very easy to use, and it's very it's easy to wield. This knife is not very characteristic of what you see these days a lot of the time. The trend in knives, generally speaking, has gone towards heavy, wide blades. There's different reasons for that. A lot of people like to baton with their knives, and there's nothing wrong with that if your knife is designed and built for that. But this design sort of harkens back to a time when outdoorsmen used their knives for what knives are particularly and specifically made for, which is cutting things. The old woodsmen, the old outdoorsmen that were known, such as George Washington Sears, they were proponents of using the right tool for the job, and they would carry a knife or, different sizes of knives in a hatchet or trail tomahawk, as it were. And that's something that's sort of become a departure in today's knife world, which I think is rather unfortunate in some instances. But at the same time, I'm not opposed personally to a knife that can do some chopping. But when it comes to seeing what this particular knife can do, I've got a pine log here, and like I said, this knife works very well for carving. It works very well for using as a food prep knife. Couldn't think of what I was trying to say there for a minute. It's very handy. It's very easy to use. I like it a lot. A lot of you probably have heard of Moore's Kahansky, and this particular knife, except for the blade length being slightly too long, but still within the realm of what he considered to be the best bushcraft knife, this is definitely within that realm. So let me just show you a little bit of what this knife can do. Some of you out there might be thinking, with that blade thickness and width, you don't want to be doing anything heavy with it. Well, let me tell you, this blade's thickness and width makes it a better cutting implement overall than something that's thick and unwieldy. Nevertheless, this knife does have the ability to do some heavier tasks. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Before I started, that's the edge that we're working with here. The edge holding capability. And I did bend the tip a touch on that last bit there where I was digging on the piece of wood, but it didn't break, which is good, because the tip that's still there is a little better than a tip that's gone. I need to work out more. This is not the most efficient chopping job because I can't really get my baton at an angle that facilitates good kerf or whatever. Look out, dog. Look out. Go on. No, go on. You're blocking the video. No, go on. Look out. Yeah. Just saying. But if I don't have my saw with me someday, then I can still process firewood. But now here comes the real test, right? Is that tip straighten? A little bit. Okay. Can you make a good knife out of spring steel? I think so. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so.